Looks like I'm live, guys. I'm not gonna keep it too long today. I got to keep it kind of short because I do actually have to head out. I have to head down to town and pick up a few things. So I would have done an earlier live stream, but I did have a B&B, not a B&B. I had a nursery customer stop by, and we spent about an hour and a half out in the garden and touring around, showing her some of the plants and showing her the nursery. So she's going to come back and get some palms. I just told her to prepare her planting site for the palm trees before she gets them. It's just a lot better that way. So hope you guys are having a good day out here. It was a pretty good day out here, and then it just started raining out about maybe just about an hour ago. 40 minutes ago, it started raining. Wendy and I were out for a walk, and we cut that short. And Palm Tree Dude, how's it going? So it is light rain falling here right now. Definitely below normal temperatures. It's only about 16 degrees Celsius. Caleb's in there, Space Banjo, and James is in there. And yeah, so it's only about 16 degrees. So it's below normal right now. And I see temperatures are going to go back up on Wednesday up to 25. So I got my first phone with data today. Whoa, cool. You know what? I don't even own an iPhone. I've never owned a cell phone or an iPhone in my life. I have a work one, but it's not mine. I don't own it. But I do take pictures on it. They're on my Instagram. So Hardy Palm Trees USA, good to see you in there. And yeah, I haven't done a live stream here for about a week. 29C there, Toasty. Caleb Lewis, 84. It's Samsung. Yeah, those are nice phones for sure. I have what do I have? iPhone. I have an iPhone. I don't know what it is, so I don't know the brand on it, but it's a work one. 28 there. Yeah, it's way warmer there than here today. But you know what? I'm glad it's cooler. We need this rain. It's been so dry here. So, but the heat's supposed to kick in on, I guess, Wednesday. Then temperatures are going to start going up, which kind of sucks for the garden because then it gets really dry. And a lot of times when that high pressure locks in, it can stay there for like a few months. And that's the part that worries me. Then the forest fire rating goes up to extreme, and the risk of forest fire is really scary here. 100 Fahrenheit exceptional drought here filled with wild. Oh, no, we don't have any of that stuff here yet. No wildfire smoke. Thank God. Not yet. What bags used to grow there? Fertilize them lots. Top dress them with manures. Fertilize them. And they should be happy. Campers will like the weather. Yes, washies will like the weather. But they don't like the winter weather, I'll tell you that. They like the summer weather, but they don't like the winter weather. And it's actually not. When is summer? 21st? I think the 21st of June is the first day of summer, isn't it? Is it the 21st? Wendy's got a class she's teaching here next week, art. She's teaching an art class in the garden, so she's got a few people signed up for that. So that'll be Friday, and the temperature is supposed to be 25 Celsius shade temp. So it'll be toasty, and next weekend's supposed to be warm too. Hello, Duck Killer Clyde. Good to see you in there. Say hi to Betty. It's been the high 30s oh, really? 30s at night. Wow. Yeah, the low here this morning was like 13.7. So yeah, coolish. Maybe they can live and die back. Yeah, I wonder. I don't think so. Not Washingtonians. I started jungle art thing. Oh, cool. Jungle garden. You gotta like a jungle garden. You gotta like anything jungly, right? There's Betty in there. Hello, Betty. I like that video. That was pretty awesome. I thought that was very cute. Thank you, Betty. You gotta love Betty and Clyde. And you know, practically my neighbors just south of us. Everyone give it a thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. Definitely. Good to see you in there, Clyde and Betty. Redmond, Oregon. Yeah, so Caleb's in Redmond, Oregon, and Betty and Clyde are in Oregon as well. And I forget how far they are from Redmond, Oregon. I don't really remember. But I know they are south of Portland, Oregon. 3.96, 3.9 C. What? That's cool. That's really cool. So yeah, it must have had a clear night, I guess, eh? Wow. Betty and I was sowing. I bet you were. Hopefully those were viable seed. Is there going to be some baby palm trees coming out of those seeds? You know what I mean. Palm tree, I thought you were in Kentucky. It's 30s. Is it 30s in Kentucky right now? No, wait, no, it's not. Okay. Redmond is 2.5 to the east. Okay, 2.5. So that's why, Clyde, it gets a lot cooler there because they're that much farther inland. So they probably get pretty hot in the summer and can get pretty cool in the wintertime there. So the growing zone in Redmond must be zone 8A, I'm guessing, right? 7B, 8A. I'm guessing maybe 7B, 8A. Correct me if I'm wrong. Portland is like 2 hours with my dad driving fast. With your dad driving fast. And how far is Seaside, Oregon from Portland? So Portland's here, and then you got to drive up to Seaside, Oregon on the coast. Would it be like an hour Would it be like an hour and a bit to drive from Portland to Seaside? Maybe an hour and a half, something like that. Am I correct me if I'm wrong? See, when I go to Seaside, Oregon and Lincoln City and all those places, I go straight down the Washington coast. I take the ferry from Victoria over to Port Angeles, Washington, and I go along the coast, right? Hi, Joe, Scotland here. Hello, Macy from Scotland. Cool. Gotta love Scotland. That was one of my wife's favorite places to visit is Scotland. Lincoln City is almost 4 hours from me. Yeah, Lincoln City is a pretty cool place. If you haven't been there, you should check it out sometimes. And yes, there are palms in Lincoln City. Well, it's not 30 something. I have. We are very alarmed this time. Yeah. I know it'd definitely be warm in the bluegrass state. That far south, right? We go through Salem. Gets really toasty in the summer too. Me and Betty will be. Oh, really? Oh, are you going to plant some palm trees there? I think you do have some palm trees there, don't you? Wow. So what are you going to do with your home there? Are you going to sell it or are you going to keep it, Clyde? I like Lincoln City. It's a great place. Totally awesome place. Like I said, I have actually stayed there before. There's palms in Salem and Eugene. Yes, I've seen palms down there. Only have 3. Oh, well, you got to plant more. So, Clyde, are you going to dig out your palm trees and move them? Or are you going to buy new ones? I mean, it's a big job moving them, but they can be done. You could actually dig them out and you could truck them over to Lincoln City. Now, Lincoln City, the winters are a lot milder. They don't get the heat in the summertime, but she sold 3 million. Holy cow. No way. Ho, 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 ho. You can retire. You can retire, dude. 3,250,000. That is nice. That is big bucks. It must be a big chunk of land with a massive house. Holy cow. Good for you. That is just awesome. I'm happy for you. And then you can sit back and retire on the coast. Yeah, that's pretty good dough. Houses here, Max. Yeah, no, the cheapest house you're going to find here is probably 600. I don't even know if there's much anything. I think the average price here is probably 800,000 on Salt Spring Island, something like that. I'm in Columbia, 3 palms. Wow, not quite. That would be nice. I wish. Hey, if somebody wants to buy my house for that, I'm out of here. You know what? And they can have everything. They can have the palm nursery. They can have everything. I'll take my tree fern, though. I think I'd like to take the tree fern because I've had that such a long time, and I love that tree fern. You know, whenever somebody visits the garden, they go over to the tree fern. They're like, holy crap, what is that thing? It's a massive fern on steroids. And then they look at the trunk and see, it's even got a trunk on it. I had somebody here looking at the tree, garden today, and they loved it. Long story, I'll tell you, Joe. Okay, cool. Well, that's cool that you're moving to Oregon or to Lincoln City. Oregon coast is beautiful. One of my favorite places in the whole world, besides Hawaii. I do like the Oregon coast. I really love Florence. Lincoln City, Florence. The kids used to love Seaside. We'd all stay at Seaside for several days. And then we go down to Cannon Beach. And then we go to Tillamook, and then Lincoln City. And then I think it was Florence. We go to the dunes. And then we just keep going south of there. 5 years ago, I'll be there. Oh, that's awesome. Well, good for you. Good for you. I got a few more years before I retire. Have to build a barn. Oh, cool. Got to like a barn. Well, you guys got acreage there, don't you? I think you guys got do you guys kind of like have farmland out there where you are? You're out in the farm belt, right? Top 10 extreme. Top 10 extreme. Cool. Top 10 extreme. Good day to you in there. Well, thanks for joining in. So I know some of you guys were in the live stream yesterday. I did like an hour and a half live stream out in the garden with Wendy's iPhone. Anyway, my buddy just phoned me, Palm Society member, and he says, the palm that I'm getting will be coming in another week or so. Hey, Jane, aloha. They overprice everything. Yeah, there's nothing cheap anymore. Don't go to the nursery, south part of Lincoln there. 70 for a 3-gallon trachea. You got to be rich, man, to buy trackies there. Joe had a question. Can I plant Yucca gloriosa? Sure you can. Absolutely. It won't bust your foundation. Yep, perfectly fine. How many palm trees do you have? I think Clyde's got a lot of palm trees. I mean, we have thousands of them here. We actually have thousands of them. But Clyde's got a lot of palm trees too. We have a palm nursery, so we actually literally have thousands of palm trees. I was hiking yesterday. Jane, you do a lot of hiking. That is awesome. If I lived in Hawaii, I'd do that much hiking too. Mate, I've seen a 1-gallon trachycarpus for 100. What did it have? Gold-plated fronds on it? I had a question, but I forgot what it was. You'll remember. You're still young, Caleb. I'm the one that forgets things easy. It's funny. I can remember things I did a long time ago, but short-term memory is not so great. $100 for a 1-gallon trachea. That definitely can't be at Home Depot. Home Depot, even the prices have gone up though. Canadian Tire, Lowe's, and Home Depot, the prices have gone up. And I've even seen them at Walmart once in a while. I wonder how many palms could grow in eastern New Mexico. Lots of palms in New Mexico. There's Washingtonia flifera, Camarops, and Trachys I've seen there. My cousin lives in Albuquerque. Do you have an umbrella? No, we don't have any Skynyrd. I've had them at my last location, and it's probably a big tree now because I planted it probably 35 years ago. We just put up an engine in a B22 yesterday. It runs. Oh, cool. B2200. B2200. Wow, cool. Is that a Mazda? I just saw some wild Metros. Oh, yeah, I love those wild Metrosideros, Jane. Those are beauties. I got a 3-gallon Jackie for 40. I grow my own. Yes, Clyde grows his own, and he's got a lot of palms. How would a tall Trachycarpus do in Ohio with protection? Yeah, you can protect it. There's a guy that posts in my group, people who love palm trees, and he's got a really tall, he posts in there once in a while. It's mostly on zone pushers, but he posts in my group, and he's got quite a tall palm tree growing in his garden in Ohio. And I think it's been there for like maybe 10 years or close to it or something like that. So he does protect it. It was a private nursery owned by an old man. Well, he's going to drop his prices. 5G14. Well, I'll tell you what, my buddy just called me from the mainland, and he says Trachys with, what are they, 8 feet of trunk. He got a good deal on him for $1,000 a palm. It's pretty expensive. Oh, Mazda. Okay, I got a B 2300. B2300, Caleb. That's what I got. It's got a 4-cylinder in it. Went on a good date and hung out with friends. Ah, cool. Gotta like good dates. I can't go on dates anymore. I go on dates with Wendy. Montreal has umbrella pines, large specimen Montreal banana. Cool. I like umbrella pines. You know they're not a true pine, right? There's Scidipides, I think is the Latin name. Pretty slow growing. It's Metrosideros polymorpha. Imbricata form. That would be a cool plant to have, Jane. Did you collect seed? Was there seed on it? Is there any way I can see his tall palms? You'd have to go to, you won't see them here. You'd actually have to go to our group, People Who Love Palm Trees and Exotic Plants on Facebook. He only posts in Facebook groups or zone pushers. So one of my groups is People Who Love Palm Trees and Exotic Plants. I'll get you the link right here. And I don't know when the last time he posted in there. I don't remember the last time he actually posted a picture in there, but I do remember seeing a picture recently, like within the last couple of weeks. So, okay, let's just see. I'm going to post the link here for you, and then you can join it if you want the group. Is there any way I can see? I have a 3 to 4 foot tall avocado tree. If someone texts, cool. I have we have an avocado tree in a pot and lots of little ones in the garden. Okay, so here's a link to my page, my group on Facebook right there. All right, so you can check that group out right there. Maybe a Trachycarpus or 2 in Cincinnati. Yeah, you just have to protect them in Cincinnati, right? Any arborescent palm is going to need protecting in Cincinnati. You can get away with Rhopidophyllum hystrix and Sable minor, right? Kiss the baby. Mike is in there. So, Mike, what's going on? Are you moving to British Columbia, or is that a rumor? Kiss. I have a 6-foot avocado tree. Yeah, ours is about 6 feet tall, something like that too. So, hey, blast off. If you end up moving to BC, that's where White with Dreamy Eyes lives. He actually lives in Prince George. Crazy, eh? You could be his neighbor if you moved up there. That's a long way north of us, though. Way, way far north. It's like I think it's like an 8 or 10 hour drive, maybe 12-hour drive north of here or something. It's way far north. So I've never been there before. It's the center of British Columbia. So pretty cold winters up that way. So you got to get some warm clothes when you live up in Prince George. Dave is a hardy guy, and he can handle those cold temperatures. Me, as I get older, I don't like the cold temperatures that much. I'm a little bit more wimpy. Like I used to love skiing. I used to ski a lot, and now I don't care if I'm ever on a mountain again. Yeah, there's some tall ones here, Trachycarpus nova. You can see my videos of them. I was at Buddy's garden a few weeks ago in Victoria, and he's got several 20-foot tall nova palms in his garden. I can move, and she told me if I want. Oh, you should. Well, go for it, Mike. Does anybody want to trade seedlings in the U.S.? I have a bunch of germinated. Wow, cool. I have no shortage of Trachycarpus fortuna. I only have one Nova Cross Wagnerianus, and I got it from my friend, little seedling. Hey, Sandors, how's it going in there? Happy palm growing. Yeah, so the palm that I got from my friend is a Trachycarpus Nova Cross Wagnerianus. It hybridized in his own garden. So he gave me a little seedling, and I stuck it out in the garden. So the key here is to keep the thing watered, right? And if I don't keep it watered in the summertime, it's going to die on me. The wintertime, it's going to be fine. It's when the only time we really lose plants here is in the summer months. It gets that dry, and the soil is like a sieve. It's so rocky and dry here. My dad's, well, you know what? Time for you to leave the nest there, Mike, and head up to Prince George. You could be, like I say, you could be Dave's neighbor in Prince George. There you go. And I think you'd like it up there. Imbricata found in the ridges of Oahu. That's a pretty good hike, Jane. Up in the mountains there, do you think a needle palm can survive? I would give it protection, Caleb. Definitely. I mean, younger palms are way more vulnerable, so I'd definitely give it protection. Bigger ones are a lot hardier, and the same usually goes with Trachycarpus palms fortunei, but not always the case. And I was talking to my buddy today on the phone that lives south of Vancouver, southeast of Vancouver. He's in Zone 8A, 8B. And I remember years ago, we planted some big Trachycarpus that were imported from California. I guess they were 6 feet a trunk, and they froze in the wintertime. They actually froze. And then the ones that we planted that were locally grown seedlings didn't freeze, and they're 30 feet or 25, 30 feet tall now. My gardenias. Oh, yeah, those are just starting soon, our gardenias. I'm sorry. We have hardy gardenias out there. The Klein's hardy. No, not really too cold there. Yeah. Are you getting the rain? We're getting some rain here, Duck Killer Clyde. A little bit of rain out there, kind of drizzly. It just started this afternoon. It's good, though. I want the rain. We need it for the garden. Metrosideros polymorph imbricata makes excellent flowering shrub to small tree. I wish it would grow here, Jane. Should I get a Trachycarpus? Hyperfox depends on your location. Go for, if you're in a colder area, get Trachycarpus. Most cold hardy arborescent palm on the face of the earth. My day was good, Sandors. I had somebody come by to the palm nursery day and end up giving her a garden tour. And it really, to see our garden, it takes about an hour and a half to see the whole garden. And she didn't still see the whole garden. So anyway, and then she's going to come back and buy some palms. I just told her to get her site prep for the palm trees. But the day was good, really good. I'm growing Hawaiian taro. I love Hawaiian taro. That's awesome stuff. You can make poi out of it. When I look at fortunei's online, runs like 2 feet long, minor. 6 inches long. So how tall is the trunk? How big is the trunk on it? What palms would you recommend for Zone 6A? The only 2 palms that'll work there in a sheltered spot, and they're going to need protection when it gets too cold. Southern Zone A, different than a northern Zone A. So Jacob Fry in Kansas City grows needle palms and different types of sable palm, sable minor, Medev sable brazoriensis, and he's growing those in Kansas. We've had at least 70 in. Oh, 0.70. Okay, 0.70. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of rain either. I'll tell you what we had overnight. It rained early in the morning, Clyde, and we had 10 millimeters. We had 10 millimeters of rain. So you've had way less rain than us. We've had just under half an inch. I can try to ship to you Hyperbox. Hey, palm tree dude, Sanders. Metrosideros polymorph variety is found in the tree line and may grow at your place. You think so? In on Oahu, eh, Jane? I'd like to try it. Jacob is in Wichita, yeah. So he grows some palm trees there. And they get lots of, so if you're in Zone 6A, Canada, you can forget it unless you're going to protect them in the wintertime, right? They're going to need some protection. It rains overnight these days, Brown. So I wish it would rain just overnight, and sunny in the day would be kind of cool. So half an inch. Oh, yeah. So just over half an inch. Sorry. You had over half an inch, and I had 10 millimeters, which is just under half an inch. 12.5 millimeters is half an inch. Sable minor needle palm got to 6A. Yeah, in the north, not so good. In Toronto, you're probably not going to grow them without protection in a bad winter. In the south, 6A, easy. I'm going to send you a picture of my poor bananas. Be right back. Okay, cool, Caleb. Metrosideros palm varieties. Hardy to 8B. I got to Google that one. I like Missouri palms. They're pretty nice. I don't know anybody here that's growing Nanneropterychiana. I tried it years ago. Imported from California, died the first winter at my last location. They like it dry in the winter. 17 is almost 17 millimeters. So you know what? You're lucky to get 17 millimeters of rain. I wish we would get that here. And right now, like I say, it's kind of drizzly out. So maybe we will definitely pick up some more in the rain gauge. I'll have to check tomorrow morning, but it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain the next day. And then I see Wednesday, things are going to change for the Pacific Northwest. And maybe the jet stream's changing and it's going to start to get toasty out again. I don't want them. I like them because I like to collect different palms that will work here, and I like to try something like that. So, and I've grown them from seed before too. So I should try to get another Missouri palm if I can get a decent size one. My special palm is coming, like I say, in a couple of weeks. Hopefully it fits in the truck. We're in a drought, Southern Ontario. Yeah, we've been really dry here too, Sandor. It's, like I say, high going to extreme, and we're level 3 water restrictions. Anybody on piped water is level 3. So hopefully you get some rain. You guys are getting the heat out east, and we're below normal out here in the west. Betras are polymorph variety is small. Cool. Sounds like a really neat plant, Jane. I like it. Betty's birthday is when? God, she's just a baby. 38, for God's sake. 38. So she is no, she's not a Cancer. What sign is she? Because my youngest son is a Cancer. He's in early July. Wow, well, we're going to have to wish her a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Betty. If I'm not doing a live stream or I'm on here, I wish you a happy birthday. Actually, if she's on my Facebook, I can wish her a happy birthday. Phoenix, Canary, Anson, Washington are my least favorite. Really? I love Phoenix, one of my favorites, and I love Washingtonias, one of my favorites. Seems like everyone's in a drought. Yeah, it's been extremely dry here, Palm Tree Dude. Wishing her happy birthday. Yeah, 38, man. I wish I was 38 again. Oh, my God. 1983? Oh, that was a good year. I love Phoenix palms. Happy birthday to Betty. Everybody wish happy birthday to Betty. Wish her happy birthday, like an early happy birthday. You don't want to push it. You don't want to make her older than what she's already 37. She's only 37, so you don't want to make her older than what she is, right? So she's not officially 38 till Wednesday. That's like me. You know what I mean? When it's my birthday, people start wishing me happy birthday before my birthday. It's like, God, wait a few days. I just sent some pictures. Okay, I'll check them out, Caleb. Happy birthday to Betty. H. Huss, good to see you in there, man. You are young, 18. God, my youngest kid is older than you by at least 3 years. My youngest kid's going to be 21 in July. I've never seen a sign of it here, Huss. Honestly, I have never seen a sign of it here at all. Zero signs of it here. So like I said to the lady in the coffee shop as I walked in there with no mask on, because they don't wear masks in there, which is awesome. And I says, I'm not seeing a sign of this thing that's supposed to be going around. It's like nothing. So everything's been as normal here as usual, except when you go into a store, you got to wear a mask. And I hate wearing masks. I don't like it. You're 16. You're just a kid. It's amazing how many kids, young guys, are into growing palm trees. Like it was kind of unheard of back in the day. Like you'd never hear of a young kid into palm growing. Maybe they're into collecting stamps or making models or doing something else. Palm Tree Dude, 19. You're still young too. Crazy. You guys were born in the 2000s. Wow, you were born after 9/11. I'm using my mom's YouTube account. Jane, you're young. You're very, very young, 22. So my daughter is 27. My youngest son is, I don't wear a mask, HS. I refuse to wear a mask. I don't like them at all. They're not good for you to wear them all the time, so I don't do it. I've been hugging people for the last year. I've been shaking hands. I do everything I usually do, and I'm fine. You know what I mean? I'm totally fine. They say, don't do this, don't do that, social distance. I don't. I've had people over, and I'm fine. I don't feel bad. I haven't been sick. I'm 98. 98. So my youngest son was born in 2000. Jane is my mom. Okay, Jane. Cool. Well, Jane's a cool name. And you're only 22, so you're just a young gal, too. We don't wear masks. See, I thought you were older. I mean, you're very knowledgeable, Jane. We don't wear masks in our town either. Right on, Duck Killer Clyde. That's the town to be in. Somebody sent me a video the other day of some dude swimming in a swimming pool with a mask on. Like, are you kidding me? No one wears masks. It's not good to wear them all the time, man. It's bad for your lungs. You're supposed to get rid of the air, the spent air, get rid of it and breathe in fresh air. I see people running around the track, walking by themselves outside with a mask on. I says, what's going on here, man? Get rid of that mask. Don't like them. And I'm not going to wear one. So, but like I say, my life hasn't changed one bit since this all started because I'm totally not buying into all of it. I know it's out there, but 99.7% survival rate, I'm going to take my chances with it. Must be, yeah, Caleb, must be. Swimming, yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. You can't fix stupid. That's what I usually say. If it was a swimming mask, it'd be different. gotta like Betty. That's awesome. A great gal. Yeah, my type of gal right there. There we go. Right on, Betty. Good for you. She goes commando. No mask, no panties. That's funny. I heard Missouri Palms. Yeah, hardy to, I don't know about that. Maybe if they're really dry. Maybe in New Mexico or something. Yeah. But Clyde. Hey, Southern Ontario, Larry, good to see you in there. Hey, I'm glad you got a good sense of humor because I do too. Betty and Clyde have a good sense of humor. And I know they're rednecks like me because I'm a redneck. And I definitely know you guys are rednecks like me. I got a pretty red neck back here, and it's not from the sun. But I get along with everybody. You know what I mean? I got a friend that's a hippie. Believe it or not, he's a hippie, and he's like the nicest guy in the world, and he works hard, but he's this hippie dude. You know, I don't wear tie-dyed stuff, but this guy lives in tie-dyed stuff. You know what I mean? And I like him. He's a good guy. So I don't judge anybody. She's lying. Clyde would know. People are like, oh, I know. Well, this is the thing. I said, if it was a real, like I said, if it was the real McCoy, like bubonic plague or Spanish flu, everything would be shut down. The world would be shut down. But seriously, it's been life as usual on this island. I don't see one sign of it, zero signs of it. So, and there's a lot of red flags. There's way too many red flags. So I was buying into it for the first 5 or 6 months, and I started questioning things, and I'm done with it now. How much is your shipping when you ship seedlings? Well, if I'm going to ship seedlings to Ontario, what is it? A dozen seedlings is $20, something like that. Can have some, yeah, it can, but it isn't definitely a black plague situation. That's right too. Seedlings, Lulu palms are the more exotic and palms they grow. I love Hawaiian fan palms. They're awesome. And the only place I've really seen them growing where they look natural is up in Lion Arboretum. But I'm guessing at Lion Arboretum, they were probably planted there and they weren't native to that area. You could probably correct me if I'm wrong, Jane. Ain't getting, no. And everybody's entitled opinion. Like, I'm not getting it either, Caleb. It scares the hell out of me more than the flu that's going around. That doesn't scare. I've done so. Because for the first 6 months I was buying into it, and then I started seeing a lot of red flags. I did a lot of research, and I like to question things. I'm a guy that's very observant, and I question things. And after I did my research, it really freaked me out. So because it's not approved and it's experimental, I'm staying away from it, and I think I'll be just fine. And I'm also a kid. I don't get it. Yeah, that's right, Caleb. How can you know this? That is true. They say that, yeah, exactly. So what scares me about the jab, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I did actually have my friend's, my good friend's cousin died from it, from this. So, but anyway, I have a lot of friends that have had it, and I don't have anything against them, and they don't have any against them. I still hang out with them, and life is usual. Life goes on as usual. I don't see them as any different as that I did before. I would rather take. Yeah, that's a good one, but they don't want you to take that. They kind of cover that one up, but ivermectin's a good one, they say. Yeah. Lung scare. One of my friends has. Some species of Lulu palms are native to that. Oh, so do you think, Jane, that could possibly be native to that area? So I don't know how long you've been going to Lion Arboretum, Jane, but there used to be a palm expert that actually worked. Fiji fan palms are beautiful. Pichardia pacifica, right? Top 10? Yeah. I'm wearing an American flag jumpsuit. Cool. Awesome. I got an American. Do I have an American flag here? I got an American flag here. Where's my American flag? Where is my American flag? I have one. And where is it? I got to find it. I'm not seeing it. I'm kind of upset that I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hey, there we go. Hey, there we go. See, I got an American flag in my room too, because that's where I travel to. And you know what? Most of my friends are in the States. Fiji fan palms are awesome. Pichardia, Lowryiana, and higher up in the mountain because of habitat destruction. Okay, interesting. Jane, I think you're like a botanist. Are not native. No, they're not. They're from Fiji, I think, aren't they? And other South Pacific islands. Do seeds create almost identical to them? Yes, they do. They do. If it's not a hybrid. There we go. How do you like that? Isn't that a nice flag? I want to get a flag collection. We have flags flying out in front of our place of the B&B here. So we have a Hawaiian flag, a British Columbia flag, and a Kanaka Maoli flag. So check out the Kanaka Maoli flag. It's actually a pretty cool flag, Kanaka Maoli flag. You'd like it. It's Hawaiian, and it almost looks like a Rastafarian Jamaica type thing, but it's got paddles in the middle of it. Traffic light collection. That's pretty cool. Wow. I got a collection of so much junk here. It's not even funny. I got I'm this collector guy, and I don't know if this works. No. Where's the switch on this thing? I think the switch is broken on this thing. Darn. Batteries are toast. I got some really cool. This guy flings the nunchucks around, but batteries are worn out on that. And we got this thing here. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. I got to put batteries in these things. There's the beaver, Canadian beaver. No, batteries are worn out. They're probably all gone to freaking acid inside there now. eBay about palm tree seedlings, mature palms. Yeah, I sell stuff on eBay too. You can check out my eBay site. I love the Cibotium Mensazii. Oh, cool. Sounds like a cool plant. I would never guess Travis seeing that. Habitats have made Lulu palms less common. Well, that's kind of sad, Jane. It is. This is going to sound really out there, but is it true? If you sing to the sun of love and thanks, the sun will answer you. I don't know. I've never tried it yet, Deanie. You got to try that. Let us know. Shoot a YouTube video of it. Palm Talk is, yeah, I'm glad you guys are in here. You guys make this fun. It's awesome. I mean, if there's nobody in here, this wouldn't be fun, right? Hey, Jane, you like my shirt? I bought this one in Paia. So we got the hula girl on there. And on the back, I'll get back here. You see, it says Paia. And Paia is one of my favorite places on the island of Maui. That's where I bought my Hawaiian flags, actually, in Paia. That's where actually Willie Nelson lives, right? We drove right past his house. I shot a video of it, and we saw Willie Nelson when we were there. Willie Nelson. So what's his son's name? Jake? Is it Jacob? What the heck is his son's name? His son was performing. And we were at the Mecca, the Maui Arts Cultural Center. It was an outdoor concert. And there was all these bands playing. And Willie Nelson's son comes out, Lucas Nelson. And he says, so he does a couple of songs. And he says, I got a very special guest I want to announce. And guess what? Hey, Michael Morris, how's it going, buddy? So Lucas Nelson, Willie Nelson's son's performing. And he says, I got a special guest I want to bring out here. And guess who brings out? His dad, Willie Nelson. And Willie Nelson comes out. This is only a few years ago. And Willie Nelson does a few songs with him. It was really awesome. So the next day we drove past Willie Nelson's house. He lives in Spreckleville near Paia. And you know what? Just this average house. It doesn't even look fancy. Sports car in the driveway. And he's right on the water. I mean, the place probably worth millions, I'm sure. But it was just a boxy type house. Symbodium is a Hawaiian tree fern I've seen in the mountains. Cool. See, I'd like to do that one here, but I don't think it would ever work. I've tried Hawaiian tree ferns inside, and they didn't work inside. It was too dry. I brought them back for export plants, little ones in bags from Waikiki. There's a 3-gallon needle palm on eBay for $70 total. Good. Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't get it here. It's in the States, right? I bought 2-gallon ones for $40. Which wasn't bad. They were nice. They're in the garden. They've been there 5 years now. Yeah. So in order to get it to Canada, we'd have to have a phytosanitary certificate. And that's kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt. It's like people in other places want me to send them bigger palms, but I would have to go off island to Victoria to go to this plant inspection agency, a government agency. And it's expensive. I got to go off island. I got to take a ferry. I'd have to miss a day of work because they're only open 5 days a week. And I work 5 days a week, so it's really difficult. So that's why I never ship potted palms with dirt on them. What is the tallest windmill palm? What is the tallest windmill palm? I think it maxed out 60 feet, near 60 feet in Cornwall, southern England. Some old ones there. Planted, I think, in the 1800s. What is the tallest ones around here are over 30 feet tall. Tree ferns are better suited for a greenhouse like moist. Yeah. And they do work here in our island, the Dicksoni, Antarctica. The pool we got was made in Canada. You're kidding. There's not a lot of stuff made in Canada anymore. And most everything is made over in China, Taiwan, or Japan. I think less things in Japan and more things in China now. Can you eat Jubeia seeds? Don't they call that kind of like a mini coconut? Is it? Yeah, Jubeia, I believe, produces the edible seed like a small coconut, and so does Jubeia chilensis. Can you eat? The needle palm's more of a bush. Yes, it is more of a bush, but I mean, they can get big. I mean, they get 10 feet high and 10 feet wide, easily, old ones. We opened the pallet and 20 different. Wow, I'm amazed. I mean, I didn't think they made a lot of stuff in Canada anymore. I'm made in Canada. I was born in Vancouver. So, and my dad was born in Vancouver, but his mom and dad were born in Italy. So they came over from Italy. And my mom was born in Canada, and her mom was born in Canada, right? So my mom was actually born in Ontario. She was born in Kenora, a place called Kenora, Ontario. I've never been there before, but I think it's right by the Manitoba border somewhere. I saw a chainsaw palm. The chainsaw palm we have is actually doing awesome. It was a drag that they cut it, right? It sucked. But you know what? It's really making good progress. And Wendy put a video on her channel, Gulf Island Rock. And I did one on the live stream yesterday. So I will do another video of that palm soon and upload it so you can see what it looks like. Because hers was actually from a week or so ago, but she just uploaded it. So it's got a full open fan. It's got spears coming out of it. And it might even look like a regular palm tree by the end of summer, right? We call that the chainsaw massacre of Trachea. That should have never happened. They should have never. If I'm an arborist, don't get me wrong, they're great arborists. And I like the work they do. But if I'm an arborist and I'm in someone's garden and they want a tree cut down and there's a palm tree in front of it, the last thing I'm going to do is run my chainsaw through that palm tree to cut the other tree down. So the eucalyptus is here, the palm tree is here, and he ran the chainsaw right through the palm tree and cut her down, which really sucked. Aloha, brother. I got the seeds you sent me potted doing. Oh, cool. Right on. TZ. All right. Oh, nice. Awesome. I'm glad they make it. I can't even tell you how many seeds I have shipped to Oregon over the years. I've shipped seeds to every single state of the U.S. except Hawaii. Hawaii, I have not shipped seeds to because you can't ship them to Hawaii. But I've shipped seeds and I've shipped palms to most states too. Palm seedlings. So yeah, that's good. And I forget what part of Oregon you're in, but I know I ship a lot of seeds. Oregon, I've shipped my seeds to Florida, and then the last batch I tried to ship there last summer. Nope, don't want you shipping. Yeah, I've shipped Alaska. I've shipped Alaska a few times. I've shipped to every province in Canada too, and probably I'm going to say about 20 countries, at least 20 countries. What's the growth rate of Parajubeia cocoides? I think pretty fast, but I think Parajubeia torrellii grows faster. Pritchardia martii, and Pritchardia lariana are 10 feet tall. Perfect. Wow, so 10. I wish they were hardy. Man, my greenhouse isn't heated. Yeah, I've shipped to Northwest Territories. And, you're never going to grow a palm tree outside to the Northwest Territories. I shipped to, where was it? Was it Nunavut? I was thinking, why on earth would somebody want palm trees in Nunavut? But they're obviously going to keep these things as house plants because the growing season is so short there. So, and they get deep permafrost. So in order to plant a Trachycarpus palm outside in the Northwest Territories, you would have to build this massive enclosure around it, and you'd have to probably put heat cables in the ground and lots of them. You'd have to need thermocube and probably like a cube heater in there. It gets so freaking cold. And have I ever driven through the prairies? I've never been anywhere in Canada, really. I've been to the States, but I've never been anywhere else east in Canada except I've been to as far east I've been as Edmonton, and I've been to Drumheller in Alberta. That's it in the summertime. Tamele, Oregon. I don't know where Tamele is, but it sounds like a cool place. I say forget it. So yeah, it's just a lot of work to grow a palm in the Northwest Territories. So I'm guessing that they probably use them as house plants or something outside in the summer, bring them in the wintertime. It'd be cool to see a picture of them growing in Northwest Territories as potted plants. I sold some seed to a guy in New Brunswick years ago, and he's got it growing outside. It's a Trachycarpus wagnerianus, and he's posted pictures occasionally in my group on Facebook, and it's big. It looks beautiful, this Trachycarpus wagnerianus, growing in an alcove by his front door, and he protects it in the wintertime. He boxes it in. Planning to grow Parajubeia from seed. Cool. I have one in a pot, and you'll have to see the new palm I got coming in about a week or two. It'll blow you away. I want to drive through the prairie, just look at storms. Yeah, well, they do get storms. They do get tornadoes out there too. And I know the prairies are pretty flat. It'd probably be like driving through the Midwest of the U.S., right? Nebraska and places like that, Kansas, probably pretty flat. Lots of wheat, lots of grain. They're both hardy. The 30 Fahrenheit goes, yeah. So Southern Cal, yeah, 30 Fahrenheit. See, that's it's not hardy enough for here. It would certainly kill it the first winter. 30 Fahrenheit. So our low this past winter was minus 2 point. I think it was minus 2.6 or minus 2.7 degrees Celsius. So I think that's high 20s, right? Something like that. Tornado alley extends into a bit. It does. They do get tornadoes in Canada too. None here, probably too mountainous. One of my bananas broke a leaf off. High winds. All right. You know, Caleb, it'll grow more. It'll grow more leaves. Bananas grow like weeds. You know what I mean? You can cut those things in half and it'll probably refoliate tons by midsummer, right? That's a nice thing about bananas. And, you know, a lady visiting my garden today, coming to the nursery, she said, she kept saying banana trees, banana trees, banana trees. The deer eat my banana trees. I says, bananas are not trees. They are giant herbs. Bananas are not palms. Bananas are the largest herb on the planet. Rhizotomous herbs, I guess that's how you say it. And they spread from underground root system, right? So you get the keiki, they call in Hawaiian the babies, or here we call them pups or offsets, right? So you got your main plant, and then you got bananas coming off the bottom. There is a fence, Pritchardia, Laureate, Foster. Wow, I've probably seen it. You know what? I've been to Foster's garden a few times over the years, and I probably actually have pictures of it in my book. Daughters, there you go. Duck Killer Clyde, Daughters, Bananarama. I got some books. I got the shelf here, and it's just all banana things, right? And I probably showed you before. I love bananas. Somebody bought me that, and there's just a lot of banana things on this shelf here. Stuff that people have given me over the years. Well, that's okay. Banana daughters are good too. It seems impossible to get a Dixonia tree fern. I did get. You cannot import big ones into the United States. That's the problem. Here you can import big ones into Canada. So there's big ones at the nursery down the road from me. They have tons of tree ferns. You'd be a tree fern heaven there. It's that fan palm with the fan. I've probably seen it, Jane, because I have been to Foster's at least 3 times. Right? They had a beautiful Bismarcky in there too. It was pretty small last time I saw it. My Mediterranean fan palm dropped his whole boots. Oh wow, that's wild. As long as it's healthy, that's all that matters. Neck tattoo banana. Neck tattoo banana. That's what I need. A neck. I got a banana. There's a banana right there. And no. That says Hawaii on it. That says banana there. There's a banana right there. That's banana plant. I want an old man palm super bad. Isn't that not Trithrinax? Is that Cocothrinax? Or is that Thrinax? Which is the old man palm? Which one is that? Thrinax? Acanthocoma? It's really shaggy. It looks like it would be hardy, but it's not. Right? Is it Cocothrinax? Cocothrinax. Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, I'll show you something really cool here. In the banana collection, we got these banana fondue things that somebody gave me. They got these bananas on them, so when you have a fondue, you can have banana fondue sticks. Pretty cool, eh? And what else do we have in here that's banana related? We have the banana harmonica, right? Banana harmonica, and then we have some old McDonald's toys that came out a while back. Banana Joe. These are actually called Banana Joe, believe it or not. And that's just some of the stuff, because I got tons of banana stuff in there. There's no yellow on it. Why is my palm tree like pure green? Great. Palm tree pure green is good. Green is better than yellow. I want an old toys. I'd love to have an old man palm, but if it would grow outside. I wonder if you get crossed a coconut in the pear. I wonder, can they be crossed? Right? You know what a Syroxylon palm is? Syroxylon's a pretty cool palm too. I meant banana tree is pure green. Yeah, it's so. I mean, if you ever cut a banana in half, have you ever seen inside the stalk? It's like mostly water and fiber. You can take a big banana and one swipe with a machete, and you can knock those suckers in half, right? So I got to get back to Hal's Saloon down the road shortly and see how the Ensete ventricosa morillii is doing. He's got that red banana, and the top of it kind of rotted a little bit, so I cut it for him, and it looks like it was pushing up a little bit. I shot a video, so I'd like to maybe stop by on the way home from work tomorrow or the next day and see how it is. So we'll check that out. Not sure what palm that is. It means that your banana has enough nutrients. There you go. Jane knows her stuff. I swear Jane is a gardener for the Parks Department of Oahu or Waikiki. Jane, are you a gardener are you a landscaper, Jane? I bet you are, aren't you? Because she knows her plants. And bananas do like a lot of nutrients. I've been looking online for a pack of. Every nursery sells them here, right? Every nursery sells musabaju here. Canadian Tire was selling them. Home Depot sells them. Walmart sometimes sells them. They are so easy to come by and cheap. And the nursery down the road has tons of them. I'm a self-taught gardener too. The only time I went to Kwantlen College near Vancouver, and I took it was a few months, the course I took, but it was actually for turf management because a friend of mine, when we were younger, we're going to start a turf business looking after people's gardens, turf. But everything else is self-taught. I worked at a big nursery here on Salt Spring for a decade, so I learned a lot when I worked at that nursery, but I was growing stuff long before I worked at the nursery as I was growing exotic plants. But when I worked at the nursery, I learned a lot more stuff, especially with the Latin names, because at that nursery, they always really spoke in Latin names. So I really learned a lot of the plants with their Latin names. The red banana started producing a palm trunk. Cool. That's awesome. Good for you, Mr. Puppy. Well, self-taught gardening is good too. I've read a lot of gardening books over the years, and I have a great library of gardening books, right? And I got a library of books on Hawaii. Oahu Revealed. There's one for you, Jane. Oahu Revealed. People give me books too. They give me so many books on Hawaii. And then we have The Big Island Revealed. And I have one on Maui too. I don't have any on Kauai. And nobody really goes to Niihau. So, Harberry, hello, my friend from Kenya. Kenya, whoa! I don't think I've had anybody from Kenya before. You know what? I think Ensete are native to Kenya or Ethiopia or something, aren't they? Ensete bananas are native to that area. 8 banana trees on eBay is 107. What? Get out of here. Nipple dozer. Yellow fungus problem on. Is that right? Hey, what type of plant is that? Do you think musabaju and giant canna? I think musabaju is hardier, but I think canna lilies will come back every year, I guess, depending how cold it gets. But I think musabaju is more root hardy than giant canna, but definitely worth the try. Just throw some mulch over them. See, we have Fu Santos. We have moderators in here, so you can't get away with anything. You're timed out by Duck Killer Clyde. There we go. Because Duck Killer Clyde, see, Fu Santos, you're a troll. You see Duck Killer Clyde's name is highlighted in blue. Well, that means he's watching you, and you're not going to get away with it. Fu Santos is still in there. I live in Canada. Symbodium and Hawaii hybridize each other in their species. Oh, is that right? That's interesting, Jane. Okay. Very cool. That won't grow here, though, unfortunately. Clyde. Oh, yeah, Caleb's in there, too. I've seen a photo of someone in India growing coconut. Oh, yeah. Oh, there'd be coconut palms in India for sure. I mean, parts of India are super tropical, right? Absolutely. You know, it's trying to grow coconut outside of the tropics that becomes a little bit more of a challenge. And I know the northernmost one on the West Coast was in Newport Beach, California, and it was in the ground for, God, over 20 years. Over 20. Planted in 84, and it only perished just a few years ago. I think maybe 4 years ago, no more than 5, something like that. And there's still pictures of it on the internet. And there was actually a little sign in front of it. And they stated it was the most northern coconut palm in the world. So I don't know if you know any northern ones in that. If it can keep your uneven greenhouse. Yeah, well, yeah, my greenhouse, when it gets really cold, Jane, I put the Christmas lights on. So it keeps it around a freezer just above freezing. Back to my question. I missed it, Joe. Musabaju and giant cannon. So musabaju, yeah, you could treat them virtually the same, but the same as in mulching the ground. But I'm thinking musabaju is way more root hardy than giant canna lilies. So I would mulch the giant canna lilies more than musabaju to get them through a cold winter. And I don't think you're going to protect the tops of the cannas by wrapping them. I don't know if that would work. They're a lot skinnier cane, so they're more probably apt to freeze. So I would just mulch the ground and let the frost take care of them. And oh yeah, lots of water. Triple 16. So treat them the same in the spring and summer. So heavy feeders and triple 16 would good. You could use Miracle Grow. You could use a triple 14, and they would be good to go. And if you get access to rotted manure, like some horse manure and stuff like that, put it around them. And I mow. Okay, so there you go. But they come back every year. Like people grow cannas here, they freeze in the winter and then they come back. Hawaiian tree ferns can handle some frost and ruins 9B. So Hawaiian tree ferns might work in Brookings, Oregon. You know that? I bet you they would work in Brookings, Oregon, because in Brookings, Oregon, I have seen Norfolk Island pines, beautiful Norfolk Island pines, and they don't work here. They're short term. I've seen them live in the ground. The neighbor had one down the road. And when I say neighbor, she's about 3/4 of a mile down the road. She had one in the ground for several years, and then she put this cardboard box around it in the wintertime and put something over top. No heat, and it survived for quite a few years, and then it died. I meant to say they were growing coconuts in pots. Oh, yeah, coconuts. Okay, in pots. Okay, cool. I've tried several coconuts. 3 brought back from the island of Oahu, and 1 I brought at Home Debit a couple of years ago, and it died. I should have listened to Wendy. Don't buy it. Is there Scythia? I think I've seen tree ferns in Brookings, but I think they were Dicksoni Antarctic. I didn't notice any Scythia, but there could be some there. Do I say Bermuda is the most northerly? Do you think they are? I guess they are probably. Do you think they're more north than Newport Beach? I wonder if they're more north than Newport Beach, California. What is the latitude of Newport Beach, and what is the latitude of Bermuda? Mine diet a foot tall. Yeah, I'm not trying any more coconut palms. I'm completely turned off of coconut palms as a house plant because they're absolutely useless for me. And you know what it is? It's the dry air. It's the dry air of the wood stove, and they're really susceptible to spider mites. They like humidity. They like more sunlight, and I can't provide that for them in the wintertime here. In the wintertime here, the sun is low on the horizon. We're getting more overcast days. I can't give them a consistent temperature, put it that way. So they're not happy. Not here, they're not happy. Coconut palms can't take cool weather. Yeah, they don't like cool weather. They don't even like cool soil. So when you're growing a coconut palm, warm soil, lots of sunlight, lots of humidity, consistently warm temperatures, and you'll have a happy coconut palm. I heard they don't even fruit in Bermuda. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard there's lots of coconut palms there. But I heard they do not fruit in Bermuda. So is that true? Can you confirm if coconuts fruit in Bermuda? What coconut? I don't know which one has, because I'm not a coconut expert. But we buy fresh coconuts in Hawaii, on Maui, and we eat them. They're great. Hey, Wendy, did that guy get out? Hang on, guys. Did he get out from the rock? Yeah. Oh my God! So I thought he cut off his arm. So this is another one? Which one's this? Are they stuck on an island? Okay. Wendy's watching a super cool show. I think it's called I Thought I Was Going to Die or something like that. It's on Prime. I'm not too sure, but they claim this one. There was a sign in front of it. This is the most northern coconut palm tree in the world. That's what was in front of it. And they do get frost in Florida, Jane. You are right. I have lots of Trachycarpus here in Ioma, Yukon. Kim Jong. Sure. It is. Okay. I don't know if there's any palm trees in North Korea. Date palms. They're much hardier. Is it okay if one of those do have upper root ball exposed? Should be complete. No, some of them have roots coming off the bottom of them. You'll see older ones. I have a big one with roots coming off the bottom. They're fine. Joe, I have Sitka spruce, 200 feet tall. Holy crap. 40 feet. I don't think I could get it that high. The biggest one I've ever done here is probably 12 to 15 feet, and that was sketchy. 200 feet tall. I don't like height, so I probably wouldn't do that one. Date palms can take the single digits. Yeah, and they can. Nurseries near me confuse European. They do that here too, Mr. Puppy. Soil's warm in Florida, but there's still frost. There has been frost in parts of southern Florida too. I don't think you're going to get it down in the Florida Keys, but you are going to get it in southern Florida. It burned. Oh, did it burn in the fire? Did it burn in those forest fires last year? Holy crap, man. You guys were so lucky with those fires last year that your place, I mean, I know it was close to you guys. I saw your videos there. Sketchy because we had smoke. We had a lot of smoke down here for several days, man, and it was brutal, man. It was not good. And so is there any trees left around you from that fire, or did they all burn up, Clyde? Like, did it burn the forests around you, and or did things come back? I want to know what if the plants survived that. I'm guessing a lot of stuff probably regrew, but like I'm talking big Douglas firs and stuff like that. If they burnt down, they ain't coming back, are they? Wow, crazy. That's scary, man. Didn't Miami get snow like in the? Yeah, they did get snow. They've had snowflakes fall there. Fire was 100 feet from my Lincoln City house. Yikes. Yeah, that's right. He was on the coast too. That's great. I keep forgetting it was. Yeah, that's right. I remember seeing a video of it. Nothing has come back. None of the conifers. Holy crap. That's weird, man. Just look out and see just a bunch of burnt trees. Because I've driven through forest fire areas when you go over to Tofino on the west coast of Vancouver Island. And some of these fires happened ages ago. And all you see is just these burnt trees, man. And those must have come back though, right? They must have come back from the fire of the palms, I bet, huh? I'm guessing. If the front, yeah, because they're a little different than trees. But man, that was a pretty intense fire. That was scary, man. Really, really scary. Hopefully there's none of that. Knock on wood. Hopefully there's none of that this year. We don't want any more fires, man. I don't like that smoke. I found it really hard to breathe for several days here, man. Like my eyes were burning, my lung was burning, my nose was burning. It was terrible. Monocots, that's right, in the grass and lily family, right? So they don't have secondary xylem like a tree either. So tree is a lot different than a palm tree. So you see some of the fires in Australia and stuff, and then the palms and stuff, they're regrowing back in, which is super cool, right? You got to love that. You got to love palm trees. So in Lincoln City, man, you'll be able to plant so many cool palm trees there. Butias. I'd try a washi too. Should even try a Washingtonia there. I know the summers are cooler, but they grow in Brookings, so I would push it, man. Try a date palm. Try a Phoenix canariensis in Lincoln City. I mean, there is a chance that it might even work there. You know, I saw one in Coos Bay. I'm sure I saw one in Coos Bay. It wasn't that big, but I did see big ones in Gold Beach, really big ones in Gold Beach. And then I stopped in and talked to the owner. He planted them years ago, and they survived the 1990 freeze. And they said they did get defoliated. It got down to 13.5 degrees Fahrenheit or something. And these were big date palms. 2.5 acres. Yeah, nice. Well, 2.5 acres is big. We have 2 acres here, and it's plenty big. 2 acres. I mean, fill it up with palm trees. I was down there this morning throwing more palm seed around in the forest, right? So fill her up with palms, Clyde. Make it a palmy place. So are you on a main road in Lincoln City? Or are you off the beaten path? So if I'm driving through Lincoln City, can we see your house from the road? Like, would we see all the palm trees? Or would you have to drive down a side road to see your palm collection? Where I live, sable meadows get big, but there's almost... Wow. Where are you, Mr. Puppy? Where do you live? Sable Meadows. You're in the southeastern U.S. then. Right off 101. Cool. Good place to be. That's cool. So maybe I could see your place next time I go down to the Oregon coast. I got to get down to the Oregon coast again. I don't know when I'm going to get back to Hawaii, but I'd love to do oh, you're in Alabama. Cool. Lots of palms in Alabama. Needle palms native to Alabama too. I'd love to do an Oregon coast road trip with Wendy. I've done it with my ex-wife several times, but I've never been down to the Oregon coast with Wendy, and love to stay in Brookings again. I really love Brookings, Oregon. I like the palms down there. And I'd like to go to the dunes again, go on those dune buggies down in Florence, just south of Florence there. And good seafood down there. Just a lot of good stuff going on in the Oregon coast, right? Just my wife and kids used to like to go to the outlet stores in Lincoln City. So we'd always have to stop off at the old strip malls and go to the outlet stores and buy clothes. Right up, say both meadows get big. Alabama. Sweet home, Alabama. That's right. Do you like Leonard Skynyrd? You know who Leonard Skynyrd is? From Alabama. Do you know why they named the rock band Leonard Skynyrd? I'll give you, well, I'm not even going to give you a clue. You guys can guess. I know why they named it Leonard Skynyrd. I like that Southern rock. They were good. That was a good band. Never did see them in concert. Yeah, they got good music, those guys. Anyway, I'm going to call this thing pretty off soon, this live stream, because I want to go down and watch that show. Wendy and I'm supposed to be going to town. Gym teacher. God dang, you're smart, Clyde. It was their gym teacher. There you go. So Leonard Skynyrd was named after the gym teacher. Yeah, what a name, eh? Leonard Skynyrd. Shalom. Shalom. I see some windmill pond. Yeah, some have skinny trunks, some have thick trunks. Here in the Pacific Northwest, they have thick trunks. It's really rare you have a thin trunk trackie unless you've imported it somewhere in the South. I like them thick trunk trackies. And I know clients have some pretty thick trunk. Betty and I went to Leonard's. No way. Really? Oh, you lucky bums. Oh, I love Skynyrd, man. Like the song Freebird, Sweet Home, Alabama. And then there's one called, what is it called? It's one of my favorite songs. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's so good. The song, I got to look it up. Leonard Skynyrd. I'm going to find out what song that is. Now it's bugging me. Leonard Skynyrd. Let me find that out. Leonard Skynyrd songs. Best of Leonard Skynyrd. Simple Man. You know what it is? One of my favorite songs by, give me three of that, Simple Man. I like Simple Man. It's just an awesome song. Can I get that on here? Leonard Skynyrd, Tuesday's Gone. Skynyrd, Simple Man. Simple Man. Awesome song. Grab my firearm. So I'm looking outside the bed, right? Give me through. Oh, there goes the connection. Darn it. So connection's going. I better say goodbye to connection because now it's starting to crap out. So thanks for joining in. And thanks for guessing that, Clyde. Leonard Skynyrd. Simple Man is a good song. And yes, Leonard Skynyrd was the gym teacher. We're like Zone 11B here, but no coconuts. Well, plant some coconuts. Toby Josh, whoop, whoop. I'm heading out of here soon. Dome of the Rock Johnson. All these guys coming here, Dome of the Rock Johnson. Bye-bye. See you, Rose. Betty. I want to call you Rosie. Betty, take care. Have a good one. Top 10 Extreme. Aloha. Goodbye, Clyde. And glad you guys could join in the live stream and join in anytime. You guys are awesome. And they're fun live streams because I like to babble on. Like the poor lady that came to visit the palm nursery, I talked her ear off, and I did post a picture of her under the tree fern on my Facebook page. You'll see it, and I shared it to people who love palm trees too. So Dome of the Rock Johnson, Israel here. Okay, cool. Take care. I fight. You fight. Israel here. I fight. Okay, that's awesome. Too many flip for seedlings. Say hello. Okay, I will. Take care, Toby, Josh. Will do. Cheers to you. Cheers, Larry, Jane, Betty, Clyde, Top 10 Extreme, Palm Tree Dude, Mr. Puppy. I'm going through there. Darius Peters. Take care. And Camel and Jane and Kim Jong. I don't think so. Blast off. And anybody else I missed in there, Palm Tree Dude. All right. I try to say bye to everybody that's in there. And Dome of the Rock Johnson. Okay. I like Rock Johnson. Dwayne Johnson. Take care, guys. Cheers to you all. Thanks for joining in. See you next time. Blast off. Cheers.